Which one?
A few weeks back, the prosecution in this case was actually angry at the fact that you missed the arraignment. And according to him, he saw you on News Central Television. He was not happy about that. Now you have been arraigned, and yes, you have taken your plea. What do you have to say concerning this trial, this whole case that against you?
You know, the prosecutor probably doesn't know me very well. Because the day I missed the arraignment, I was actually in Lagos declared wanted by the overzealous commissioner of police in Lagos. So we're dealing with that in the Federal High Court. The brother court and we're preaching to them. And I agreed because that date was not given in court. It was a day that somebody chose of record. So I'm not the kind of person that he was like. I think by the end of today's proceeding, he has come to that very inevitable conclusion in the organization. I was angry that I saw him berating me, but by the end of the day, I'm forgiving him. Because they are all citizens of this country that we are all working tirelessly to help. People like him will soon retire, so they will need a good country, and we are here to provide it.
Well, he wanted you to be detained.
That is his wish. But now we have a different wish for Christmas, and that's to wish Nigerians Merry Christmas in advance. Everybody that is abducted is released. Everybody that is suffering is there to have support. The judge took the shared notice of the personality in his court. That means they are aware, consciously that we are going to election, that their candidate must be defeated, having failed this one.
Surprisingly, after this particular case, another one was called.
Most are civil cases that were sued to the DSL, Twitter, Facebook.
Why are you so
suing them for trying to violate my right online to do what concerning power. But we haven't got to them. But we have another case against illegal rights of people.
So we say this particular case is oral for oral.
I don't want to comment on cases because more cases are going to be. I don't want to waste my time. This case never existed in the first place. And you can see the humility of the decision of the Kennedy. By the time the case proceeded to the decision of the court, I think there has been sufficiently humbled by the kind of people that we have no apologies in saying that we deserve a country of justice. And you see all these lawyers that are free. Just to make the country a better country. So I came prepared. I considered my detention. Always ready to send me to prison. I just came out of prison a few weeks ago.
Inside what? Not the prison.
Well, like I said, that's not the issue for this trial. What is at stake in this case is what our lawyer has said. It's an attempt to muzzle some of us from exercising a fundamental right to speak truthfully to power. These guys who, by the way, have enjoyed free speech even under military. Yes. They are we guaranteed as student leaders.
Let me push my luck a bit.
Yes.
Nnamdi Kanu is a son.
Yes.
And this morning in court, that particular case was cited. And another from the same court was cited with them alleging that you disobeyed. This was one of their bases for the court not to grant you bail. How would you react?
No. You see, the judge was the one who issued this particular judge. And he knew that Ken SN was lying about it. There was no order that said I cannot protest. They gave an order that we couldn't go to certain areas. But we were not served that order. As prescribed by they say you must serve Showore by evening of Friday, close of business. Yes. They served us by WhatsApp on Saturday. But even at that, when we were protesting, we were nowhere near the restricted areas. But they still took laws into their hand by arresting, molesting, and unlawfully detaining lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu. So we are also in court to seek for damages.
It's coming up on the 14th.
So just take your time and watch some of those things up.
Yeah. Any comments, Council?
If you wish I should, my side, I said it all. You know, we feel very embarrassed. I feel very ashamed. I feel very perplexed that the man who has benefited more on free speech in this country than any other person that is the same man on whose accounts and on whose watch another man who has fought over the years for his own freedom and rights is being charged to court, criticizing that same right that they've enjoyed over the years. No single individual in this country today has enjoyed or benefited more from the right of free speech like President Bola Tinubu. But on account of calling the president to order and asking him to be accountable to Nigerian people, Mr. Sowore was charged for calling him to order. We repeat for the third time that the attempt at striking the civic space would be resisted. Nigerians have a right to air their opinions freely in matters of public importance. And the government has no business attempting to shrink that civic space. It is also quite embarrassing that the government, whom almost half of the country has been taken over from by bandits, who shares our sovereignty with bandits and kidnappers, who kidnappers are every day on the social media, doing TikTok, collecting ransom openly, and who are being paid ransom by persons in government, would preoccupy itself with shrinking and arresting and prosecuting persons that have only called for accountability. What happens to Bello and the other bandits all over the country who are kidnapping Nigerians daily for ransom? The same bandits that state actors are paying ransom to. What happens to marauders and killers in this country today? This same government negotiates arrest the same Nigerians who are only asking that can the country be better for all. It is quite a shame and it's quite very embarrassing, but we will insist that the civic space in this country must be broadened. We also started a case in court where the same president, Bola Tinubu, alongside other persons, were charged for the offense of sedition. When they were charged to court, and nobody can take that right from us.
I am the kind of name and imagine. Unukaram Kamgota. Namse, Moon Aroge, Ogwe, and Cabwa, Gafre Rivanaija. Nunugan Roporuzo. Unuge Messi Benin, Ebu Makana Gakuko, Oga Messi or Mamma, Olo, Aga Nuzi, Aga walk, Minigana, Oga Droni Hunama, Dronia Sonama, Kedu, Ozom si Major Didier tour. Asem no son cinema and Odegama, and John Hassan Bumbaga. Owonyem barebe, owonyem burumma, owonyem barota. Akwaso sozi oma Chineke sembasa na igwe ka na agbasa. Kezie ka o si metutu unu. Obo gini mere unu ana asị ka akpọta Nnamdi Kanu ka egbuo ya ọhaneze na ndị gọvanọ. Ọkwa na gini mere ndị herdsmen na-egbusi ndị mmadụ n'ugwu Awụsa. Ndị gọvanọ ha n'ugwu Awụsa kpọbe ka abịa gbusie ha.